Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be doing a very quick eye look using the new Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. Very simple, but this is by far one of my most favorite eye looks using this palette. As I had said in my haul video, this was a palette I did not intend on purchasing, and now that I have it, it's probably up there with one of my favorites. This is by far my favorite palette by Too Faced, the ones that come like this. But I love this palette. Love it. So if you want to see how I created this very simple eye look, then just keep watching.
Okay, so first we are starting out with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And I'm just going to prime my lids with that. Next, I'm going in with the Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to take Heaven. It's the white shade from the palette, and I'm just going to use that to kind of set the primer. So I'm going to take that from lash line to brow bone. And then I'm also going to take my Morphe G15, using that same Heaven shade, and I'm going to use that to highlight the brow bone area as well. Nothing too intense, but then I'm going to take Lace Teddy from the palette. That's the really pretty pink shade. And on my Morphe 239 brush, which is just a flat shader brush, I'm going to pack that shadow all over my lid. Next up on my Sigma E40 brush, I'm going to take Honey Butter, which is a really pretty nude yellow butter. Hard to explain. But I'm going to use that as my transition shade, and then I'm going to run that all the way through my crease just to put down a nice base so that the other shadows that we go in with are going to blend a little bit easier. I did want to build up the intensity of this shadow, so I did a couple passes back through my crease. Next up on my MAC 217 brush, I'm going to take Strapless, and I'm going to start working that on the outer part of my lid. I'm going to start working that into the outer V and into my crease, using some windshield wiper motions just to make sure that everything is, again, nicely blended out. This is really, really a pretty shade. It might be my favorite in this palette. I don't have anything in my collection like it. Next, on my Morphe M433 brush, I didn't show a shot of it, but I'm going to take Risque from the palette, which is a really pretty neutral brown shade. I'm going to use that to help just define the crease a little bit better. And I am obsessed with these Morphe brushes. The M433 is definitely a use every day kind of shadow brush. Now I'm going to go back in with the other blending brushes, no additional product, but just want to make sure that there are no harsh lines. Next up, I am taking my Morphe M506 brush, again with the strapless shadow, and I'm going to run that all along my lower lash line. This brush is from the Flawless collection, and it is amazing. Anytime you want to get some shadows a little bit blown out, whether you're doing a smoky eye or whatever, on the lower lash line, and even for some detail work, you need this brush. Lastly, on my flat definer brush, this is the Sigma E15. I'm going to stamp, what is that, Sexpresso, all along my lower lash line, and I'm also going to take that and stamp it on the upper lash line as well. Just in the outer part though, again, just to define the lash line a little bit. Then I'm going to curl my lashes. I go in and out with, I kind of weird myself out when I watch myself curl my lashes. And then I always run through it with a spoolie just to make sure that my lashes are separated. But of course I'll be using my Dynamic Duo Combo Benefit Roller Lash. Must have, must use, love it, will repurchase forever and ever. I'm usually not into lengthening mascaras. I'm usually a volume kind of gal. But that's because right after Roller Lash, I'm going to take my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Well, I guess we should finish the lower lashes. Let's do that first. There we go. Too Faced Better Than Sex. That's my little mini me. And I'm going to use this to build up the volume in my lashes. This combo, guys, if you haven't tried it, I'm telling you, you don't know what you're missing. So we'll finish all that off. Now for my choice of lip, I am using two Colourpop lippies. The first one is in Pepper, which is a really pretty purplish pink shade. God, I love this color. But for this look, I didn't want the purple so much. So I went over it with the other lippy stick that I had was Westie. And this is just a really, really pretty neutral pink. And I think they're both mattes. I'll link it down below. Maybe one of them is a satin. I don't know. But that's our final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this eye tutorial. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.